Following Trouble Walkin', Ace Frehley didn't spend a lot of time recording. He toured a little bit before rejoining Kiss in 1996. That ended up taking up most of his time for the following 5 years. After his second departure, Ace was more focused on getting sober and his life together. However, Ace made his long-awaited return with 2009's Anomaly. He produced the album himself, with it being released by Bronx-born Records, Ace's own label. Ace recruited Anthony Esposito on bass and Anton Fig on drums while handling most of the guitar work himself, as well as bass on a few tracks. The album was released on September 15th, 2009. The cover is a cool psychedelic take on the 1978 album cover, and I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. Before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe, and you can support the channel on Patreon. This is written by Ace. It originated as a song called Hard For Me, which later wound up on the deluxe version of the album. Ace changed the lyrics at the last minute to Foxy and Free because he couldn't remember how much of the lyrics he had written by himself, and he didn't want to get into legal trouble with the potential co-writer. The co-writer, according to Wikipedia, is Sebastian Bach of Skid Row. The song features cool and heavy guitars with solid drumming from Fig, with a nice big drum sound. Solid solo, too. Written by Ace, David Askew, and Jesse Mendez, this features Derek Hawkins on rhythm guitar. The song was originally written by Askew and Mendez in 2000. Anomaly's associate producer Frank Munoz had been Mendez's manager and brought this song to Ace, who then rewrote it a bit. The song is in drop D with some great heavy rhythm guitar that I love. Ace also used a 7-string Ibanez for the chorus, and that chorus is really great. Solid track. This is written by Ace. It was one of the first songs recorded for the album. I dig the riff, and these first 3 tracks really grew. Some really good drumming from Fig, and the solo was solid too. Lyrically, I think it's a little weak. You're a pain in the neck. Written by Brian Connolly, Steve Priest, Andy Scott, and Mick Turner, this was produced by Marty Fredrickson and features Fredrickson on keyboards, additional bass and rhythm guitar, and Brian Tichy on drums. It is a cover of the Sweet classic. The OG is one of my favorite songs ever, and it's perfect for Ace. The verses have a fun punch to them, and the chorus is terrific. I love the guitar work on this, and the solo is great. Really good drumming as well. This is my favorite song on the album. This was written by Ace. It's an epic instrumental with a lot of tracks. I think Ace said it was something like 100 tracks that had to be mixed. It's so cool. The acoustic guitar is fantastic, the riff is cool, good drumming, I love the singing bit, and it has a great melody. Great lead playing too. Terrific song. This is written by Ace. Lyrically, it's sort of a song about identity, Ace losing himself in the makeup and character while in Kiss. These lyrics are really solid and interesting. I dig the riff and the cool drum beat that goes along with it, and the chorus is great. This is written by Ace, loosely based around the presidential election of 2008, though not overtly political. I like these lyrics. I need this kind of optimism sometimes. And I think there's a more mature Ace present on some of these lyrics, and I like that a lot. I love the chord progression, I like this chorus, the drumming's really solid, as is the bridge, and the solo's really good. Written by Ace, this is in a G tuning. The riff is cool, and there's some great lead playing, but this doesn't feel like a dynamic instrumental as much as a song without lyrics. It's okay, but a little boring. iTunes had a bonus version where they added in some quotes from the infamous Tom Snyder interview, and that version is slightly better.
Alcohol was a friend of mine. It almost got me dead.
By Ace, this features Fredrickson on keyboards, additional bass, and rhythm guitar. I think this song has a very pretty chord progression, and the sentiment really lands. It's somewhat autobiographical about Ace and getting his life together. And that stuff works for me. However, the spoken word section is awful, very cringe, and the background vocals don't work for me either. Those two elements kind of really hurt the song for me. Written by Ace and Carl Cochran, this features Scott Coogan on drums. The song dates back to the mid-90s with Ace's band at the time playing it live. It was also offered up for Psycho Circus, but rejected. The riff is cool and the chorus is solid. Coogan's a really solid drummer, and I think he does a great job here. And the solo is great. This is written by Ace. It was inspired by something Ace's dad used to tell him. I think the song has very cool guitars with a great solo. I love the lyrics and the chorus. Great song. Written by Ace, this features Fredrickson on drums. I love this acoustic guitar. The song feels upbeat, happy, and content. It's almost like a happy ending versus Fractured 3's creepier vibe. And of course, the guitar playing is excellent. Anomaly peaked at number 27 on the Billboard charts. Hard to judge how well modern releases perform, but considering it was through his own label, pretty impressive, I think. I really like this album. Like the 1978 album And Trouble Walkin', you can tell Ace is focused. There's also some really unique writing. He pushed himself and did some unexpected things. There are a couple of weak moments for me, but for the most part, this is really good. Let me know what you think of the album in the comments, and thank you for watching.